These 5 companies built the automobile industry as we know it today. Together, they have sold more than 1 billion cars. In this video, you'll learn how they achieved it. Their cars and their stories will amaze you, especially the company ranked number 3. It will completely surprise you. Enjoy the video. Number 5 on the list is Toyota, a legendary company founded in 1937. Their story doesn't begin with automobiles, it begins with weaving looms. Sakichi Toyoda was a Japanese inventor who lived a modest, ordinary life while developing automatic weaving machines in the late 1800s. In 1929, he sold the patent for his most advanced weaving loom to a British company for £100,000. It was actually a brilliant move because he wanted to turn his son into an entrepreneur. He gave the money to his son, Kiichiro, and asked him to build a great company with it. Kiichiro chose automobiles. In 1937, Toyota Motor Company was established as an independent company separated from the family's textile business. The company's name was changed from Toyota to Toyota because Toyota could be written in Japanese with 8 brushstrokes, and 8 was considered a lucky number. Who could have imagined that this would one day become a global brand? The company did not always enjoy profitable years. In fact, it narrowly avoided bankruptcy in 1950. A massive labor strike forced Kiichiro to resign as president. He passed away 2 years later and never lived to see the company he founded become the world's largest automobile manufacturer. The greatest legacy he left behind was a manufacturing philosophy. Their philosophy was simple: eliminate everything unnecessary and perfect everything that is necessary. Following this philosophy, the Toyota production system became the most studied and most copied manufacturing model in industrial history. In 1997, Toyota introduced the Prius, the world's first mass-produced hybrid car. It completely reshaped the automotive industry's approach to fuel efficiency. Today, Toyota is the world's largest automobile manufacturer by sales volume. In 2024, the company generated $311 billion in revenue. Around 10 million vehicles were produced. One of its models, the Corolla, continues to hold the title of the best-selling automobile in history. A father's investment in his son. That was their story. Number 4 on the list is Tesla, a young company founded in 2003. Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning founded Tesla Motors together in July 2003. They were focused on one single goal. Their goal was to build a high-performance sports car that would prove electric vehicle technology was finally ready. To make this project possible, they sought investment from Elon Musk. Musk invested more than $30 million and became the chairman of the board. The idea excited him tremendously. By 2008, both founders had left the company. Elon Musk believed in the vision more than anyone else. In October 2008, he became CEO. This happened only a few weeks before the company delivered its first car, the Roadster. That same year, Tesla was on the verge of bankruptcy. Years later, Elon Musk described that period as the most difficult time of his life. The company survived thanks to a last-minute investment round that was completed on Christmas Eve in 2008. It was nothing short of a miracle. Then in 2012, Tesla introduced the Model S. After that came the Model X. Later, the Model 3 entered the market and eventually became the best-selling electric vehicle in history. Tesla's greatest achievement was not simply building electric cars. Hundreds of companies had already tried that. Their real success was building electric cars that people genuinely wanted to buy. They understood what customers truly wanted and built their products accordingly. That is what took them to the top. Fast, beautiful cars that could receive software updates over the internet. Thinking simply is something all global giants have in common. In 2024, Tesla delivered 1.79 million vehicles worldwide. However, this also marked the company's first annual sales decline, mainly due to intense competition from Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers. Even so, Tesla generated $97 billion in revenue, and its market value remained higher than the combined value of every other automobile company on this list, allowing it to remain by far the world's most valuable automobile maker. Compared to its competitors, Tesla is still a very young company, yet it has already earned its place on this list. That is where its success lies. Number 3 on the list is BMW, a world-famous brand founded in 1916. Almost everyone has dreamed of owning a BMW. BMW did not originally start as a car company. During World War I, it was a company in Munich that manufactured aircraft engines. After Germany lost the war in 1918, the Treaty of Versailles became a major obstacle to the company's aircraft engine production. BMW was forced to change industries. It was an extremely difficult period for the company. They struggled to find a single successful direction. First, they produced motorcycles. Then they manufactured agricultural equipment. Later, they developed railway braking systems. After years of uncertainty and constant change, they finally entered the automobile industry in 1928. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that the number 3 company would surprise you. This is how one of the world's most enjoyable driving brands was born. By 1959, the company was once again on the verge of bankruptcy. At the time, there were already several powerful competitors. Surviving in such a competitive market seemed almost impossible. A merger with Daimler-Benz, the company behind Mercedes-Benz, was being seriously considered. Just when everyone believed the company was finished and bankruptcy seemed inevitable, the German entrepreneur Herbert Quandt stepped in. He purchased the controlling shares of the company and ensured that BMW remained independent. That decision became one of the biggest turning points in the history of the German luxury automobile industry. From that moment on, BMW built its identity around one simple idea: the ultimate driving pleasure. Engineering came before status, performance came before comfort. Everything about the brand was built upon this philosophy. Today, BMW Group owns the BMW, Mini, and Rolls-Royce brands. In 2024, the group delivered 2.45 million vehicles worldwide and generated $142 billion in revenue. Besides being one of the world's most profitable automobile companies, it has also led the global luxury car market for much of the past 2 decades. The company that once produced agricultural equipment and railway braking systems now owns Rolls-Royce. That was the most sensational story on this list. Number 2 on the list is Ford, a masterpiece founded in 1903. Henry Ford did not invent the automobile. He invented the manufacturing method that made automobiles affordable for ordinary people. In many ways, this follows the same principle as the other companies we've discussed. The difference is that Ford accomplished it during a much earlier and much more difficult era, which made the achievement even more remarkable. Ford Motor Company was founded on June 16, 1903, by 12 investors with an initial capital of $28,000. Before the company sold its very first automobile, every dollar of that capital had already been spent. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T. Then, in 1913, the company established the world's first moving assembly line at its Highland Park factory. This system reduced the production time of a single Model T from more than 12 hours to approximately 90 minutes. They didn't realize it at the time, but this would become the greatest turning point in the company's history. In 1920, Ford increased the minimum daily wage for its workers to $5 per day. That amount was more than twice the industry average. Their reasoning was simple. If the workers building the cars could not afford to buy them, then who would? Human welfare mattered deeply to them. By 1920, 1 out of every 2 automobiles in the United States was a Model T. Ford had become a brand used all over the world. In the years that followed, several critical management mistakes pushed the company to the edge of bankruptcy more than once. However, the company built a dominant position in the truck market. The F-Series trucks have remained the best-selling vehicles in the United States every single year since 1982. In 2024, Ford sold 4.4 million vehicles and generated $176 billion in revenue. The company is still controlled by the Ford family, making it one of the largest family-owned businesses in the world. That was their story, the world's greatest family legacy. At the top of the list is Volkswagen, a brand founded in 1937. Volkswagen's origin story is incredibly complex. The company was founded on May 28, 1937, during one of the most turbulent periods in German history. At the time, Adolf Hitler wanted a car that every German family could afford. He gave the task to engineer Ferdinand Porsche. The first car was named Kraft durch Freudwagen, which means strength through joy car. Around 336,000 Germans joined a savings program designed to help them purchase this automobile. However, when World War II began in 1939, not a single civilian received the car they had paid for. The factory was converted into a military vehicle production facility that used forced laborers brought from concentration camps. After the war, British forces took control of the factory and restarted civilian automobile production. Yes, everything you just heard is true. The first mass-produced model became the Volkswagen Type 1. The world came to know it as the Beetle. More than 21 million Beetles were produced, and by the time production ended, it held the title of the best-selling single automobile model in history. In 1972, it surpassed the production record previously held by the Ford Model T. Then, in 2015, Volkswagen installed special software in its diesel vehicles that could detect when the cars were undergoing emissions testing. During the tests, the vehicles reduced their emissions to remain within legal limits. Once the tests were over, those restrictions were automatically disabled. In real-world driving conditions, some vehicles emitted up to 40 times the legal limit of harmful pollutants. The scandal affected 11 million vehicles worldwide. It became one of the biggest turning points in the company's history. Volkswagen ultimately paid more than $30 billion in fines, recalls, and settlement costs. Despite everything, the company survived. That resilience helped make it one of the world's automotive giants. By 2024, Volkswagen Group was the world's second-largest automobile manufacturer by sales volume, overseeing brands such as Audi, Porsche, Lamborghini, Bentley, and Skoda under one corporate umbrella. They truly have the most difficult story on this list, yet becoming one of the biggest despite all those challenges is exactly why they deserve respect. Now you know the fascinating origin stories of the 5 biggest automobile brands in the world. The cars they built were always different, but the goal they pursued was always the same: to build something that could move people. Global brands built upon one simple idea. They all understood one thing: no matter what obstacles stood in their way, they had to find a way to keep moving forward. This is the end of the video. There are hundreds of stories like these still waiting to be told. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.